happens if you give a procrastinator a good idea? Nothing. Thank you very much, Donald Gardner, for sharing that quote on procrastination and giving us a flavour of what procrastination is. In this video, I'm going to be talking about procrastination, specifically why people procrastinate when it comes to writing their financial plans, writing those financial stories that will embolden them, reduce the anxiety, make sure they have a path to get to their Northern Star. Hi folks, welcome to another weekly episode on I Hate Numbers, the channel that's got a mission to improve your financial awareness, make you win more than lose those battles that go on between your ears, and help you and your business make more money and save time. What's not to love about that? Remember folks, to subscribe, keep in touch with weekly episodes and content on I Hate Numbers. Let's crack on with the video. Procrastination has a negative connotation about it. It has this idea that when people procrastinate, it's a negative consequence, it's something that shouldn't be encouraged. And that is true, but there's one thing that we need to connect to that. If you have set yourselves a target, an aspiration, a direction that you want to go to, whether that is actually having a better lifestyle, whether that is actually having more fitness, whether that is actually being a better athlete, a better singer, a better performer, more importantly, in your business, if you've got a target, an aspiration, a Northern Star, it's what you're doing to get to that point. When you don't do that, when you don't implement, when you don't put that into action, that is procrastination. If you've got an objective that you don't connect to, that you don't feel, that you don't actually assimilate, you can't visualize it, you don't feel it, then it's going to be a massive barrier for you to getting there. What that means is you've got to look at and you've got to change that end target. Now for me, a financial plan, a well-crafted financial plan, a story that represents and reflects your business story is a fantastic way to reduce your anxiety, to improve your decision-making capability, help you make more confident decisions and have more certainty about a future which could be very challenging. You'll be able to make decisions about whether you can afford to spend this money here, whether you can afford to take more time away from the business, the challenges and the risks that are in front of you, whether your business is going to be making the profits that you wish it to, the money that's going to be in the bank, the direction you wish to go to. For me, financial plan, a financial story that's well crafted, as I've seen with thousands of clients over the years, is a fantastic device. Now for myself and the clients that I work with, having that visualization, having that articulation means that that objective, that outcome is strong. So all the steps, all the things that we do subsequently reinforces that, and we can see there's a correlation and a connection to that. Performance athletes do the same thing. They visualize their competition they're going into, they visualise the race they might partake in, they visualise that, and all the things they do, the training they put in, efforts they expense, aren't seen as negative or constraints, but they're one step forward. And the mindset they will adopt will connect those two very strongly. What that means is, in your businesses, you need to have a clarity and understanding of what that Northern Star looks like for you. Secondly, one of the other reasons why people procrastinate is because they get overwhelmed. There's too much that's going on. They're not focused enough. I have been prey to procrastination. I'm not immune to it. For anybody who says they are immune to procrastination and don't procrastinate, I would say they're actually fibbing. All of us as human beings over the centuries succumb to procrastination. So a clarity of vision, a clarity of focus, not taking on too much, not getting overwhelmed, less likely to be succumbing to procrastinate. What else can we do? Have those milestones, have those measures, how you can change your pace, make them smaller milestones. Many of us think about the end outcome, which might be several years away, and as we're making each step, we don't feel we're making any progress. Well, that's because you're measuring your performance, your progress against something that's far off into the future. So break it down. Again, if I make that comparison to an athlete who may have a race, a competition they're going to enter into, what they might want to do is to actually say that they are looking to improve their fitness, their strength, by a certain factor on a week-by-week basis. In our own personal lifestyles, if you decide that you want to change your lifestyle, if you feel that you wish to either reduce your body fat, if you feel that you wish to improve your health, your fitness, whatever, you're going to be setting markers for example, a weight loss at a small amount each week. Set that stall out according to what you wish to achieve. Remember, if you don't agree, if you're happy as you are, then anything you do to try and reduce and change that is going to be a disconnect and it's not going to work. What else can we do? Why else do we have procrastination? Well, procrastination comes not only because you got overwhelmed, not only because you lack focus, not only because those targets you're setting yourself are too big, they're not small enough, is because it takes time to modify and change behaviour. If you feel there are things that have got to be done, and remember folks, it's patience is a real key virtue, application, and it's consistency, doing the same thing repeatedly. So if you know there are things that you've got to do in your business to get to that Northern Star, whether it's by internal productivity, whether it's internal processes you've got to change, whether it's the way that you engage with clients, whether it's social marketing skills that you've got to adapt and implement, whatever that is, be patient. Changing behaviour takes time. So make them small patterns of behaviour that you're going to change will make sure that you get closer to that end goal. Folks, I hope you found this useful. I'd love it if you could share some feedback and some comments, and obviously subscribe to the channel. If there's any thoughts you want to share to how people can reduce their procrastination when writing their plan, then let me know in the comments below. Until then, keep that procrastination at bay.